There's a guy named Jose Zamora that BuzzFeed had a really interesting story about. He was looking for a job for months. In fact, he had a really solid and consistent routine that he would stick to. He would wake up, and every morning he would send out 50 or more resumes to any and every job that he was qualified for. Well, he wasn't getting anywhere. And in fact, he says he got no responses, donut, zero, not even close. So he decided to do a little experiment and drop one letter from his name. So instead of being Jose, he became Joe. What happened after this? Quote, a week later, his inbox was full. He got countless responses after that. They explain, quote, although digital job applications would seem to be the ultimate exercise in colorblind hiring, numerous studies and applicants have found the opposite. Employers consciously or subconsciously discriminate against names that sound black or Latino. As reported by the New York Times, one much-cited study found that applicants with white-sounding names received 50% more callbacks than applicants with black-sounding names, a significant disparity. So this is really interesting and really important. And if there was one story I had to choose to show to other white people and explain to them that racism still exists and it's a thing, whether it's subconscious or conscious, it would be this story. Because there's no other explanation for it. There's no other explanation. There was another story that they referenced there, which is there was a black woman who has an African-American sounding name, and she put out a resume online, no hits. The second she changed it to a white-sounding name, immediately she got plenty of hits. All of the information is the same. The resume is exactly the same. The only difference is the name. So there's no denying it that there's racism involved here. So having this information, it's incumbent upon white people to go, oh, I see. The system is kind of fucked up. And maybe we should understand that, and maybe we should appreciate the perspective that African American and Latinos and minorities are coming from. And maybe we shouldn't be so harsh to dismiss it whenever, you know what, especially conservative, old white conservative people say, like, just complaining again, these minorities. Well, no, the data shows that they actually have a reason to complain, and it makes sense to complain to try to fix the system and make it better so that we get rid of arbitrary discrimination like we're seeing right here. I mean, another example of that is white people and black people use drugs at the same rate, but black people get arrested 4 times more often. That would be a racist criminal justice system, and we need to do reforms.